Alright, so if you wanted to model a bedroom step by step, and say you have some CAD drawings to work with, you want to make sure you go into your CAD drawing and remove any of the extras, so you're just left with some of the key lines that you're going to need as part of the drawing. So I'm going to actually go through and delete all of the furniture and the hatches and things like that, and kind of just leave it as is. And I'm also going to delete all of this template information I've got, and we can move this kind of back to that corner. And once you've done that, save it as a copy specifically for Sketchup. Now you're ready to bring it into SketchUp. So first, make sure you're choosing one of the templates that uses the units that your AutoCAD drawing uses. So I was working with millimeters, so I'm going to choose this millimeters one. And we've opened up this template. To import the CAD, all we need to do is go to File, Import, choose our file, check our units, click OK, Import, and we have our basic CAD. Now from here, what we want to do is explode this, where we can start to use these lines to draw in our walls. Once you have your surfaces, push-pull them up. Select all of your wall surfaces and group them before moving on and adding your ceiling and floor, as well as windows and doors. Use tags to control the visibility. Now, add in windows and doors. Now, for maximum efficiency, if you're using anything from the 3D warehouse, I would recommend kind of hunting out all the products and models you might want to use and saving them into a collection that you can then find all of those items that you've already picked out really quickly and easily. Next, you want to go through and add in any key furnishings. And now, move it all in place. Of course, edit any downloaded items as needed, depending on the needs of your project. And you know what? That's a good start. I would definitely want to spend some time maybe adding in lamps and artwork on the wall, but for the most part, this is a really good start for a bedroom model. Now we want to go through and add in any key materials. Now, for things like paint color, essentially just going through and either choosing one of the default colors, if they're relevant, likely not, or just actually creating your own new material and choosing the color based on whatever RGB you want to use. Now, I like to use a color picker extension on my Google Chrome, and that lets me kind of choose the exact digital version of the color for my SketchUp model. So for this one, I'm going to do 194, 178, and 161. And going in and painting these walls. Now, obviously this might not work for any of the defaults, might not work for the things like flooring and other more specific textures. In that case, you do want to create a new texture that uses a texture image. In this case, I've already downloaded the seamless image and I'm adding it here. Now, I do want to change the scale because that's quite small right now, but other than that, I think it's okay. Let's say okay. And now I can add that to my floor. Now at this stage, I would always take the time to add in a little bit of detail. So for example, maybe we want to add in a little bit of skirting or baseboard to the walls. So to do this, what I'm going to actually do is go in my walls group, and we're actually going to just draw a little rectangle that we're then going to use the Follow Me tool to carry around the rest of the space. For using the Follow Me tool, I always recommend using the option to select all of your lines before you go in and do the Follow Me tool. Because essentially this means once all these lines are connected or selected, I can then do Follow Me and just click on that little surface I drew, and I have all of that skirting all the way around the space. Now, once this is done, I want to set up a couple of scenes. I'm going to use the Position Camera tool to set up a scene kind of from the door of the bedroom looking this way. Now here I do want to turn my ceiling back on, and I do want to make sure my field of view is a little bit less or a little bit greater than what I have going on here, because it's going to make it really hard to really see what's going on without it. And I'm actually happy with that. Now I do want to make sure my ceiling is white, but other than that, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to play around with turning my edges off, turning my profiles off, turning ambient occlusion on, and actually let's go into styles and like edit what we're working with right now. Let's just bump down the intensity of the ambient occlusion. I think the default is a little dramatic. There we go. Something like that. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Now I do want to play around with making it a little bit brighter. Alright, once you've made a scene that you're happy with, save it, and then create some more scenes. And once you're ready, go to File, Export, and export your scenes as needed with a higher resolution as image files that can be used in presentations and the likes. If you enjoyed this step-by-step tutorial and want to actually dive deeper into mastering SketchUp for interior design, I've got my SketchUp for Interior Designers course for you. It's designed to help you model faster, more efficiently, and with confidence so you can actually bring your design ideas to life within these digital models without frustration. You'll learn these essential techniques that I was working with really quickly in this video and actually then apply them to some more advanced workflows. Plus, you'll get some exclusive templates and resources to streamline your process. So check out the link in the description below, and I'd love to help you level up your SketchUp skills.